The last 2 years have made it really hard to be a Battlefield fan, I have to say. Between dwindling player counts, elitist toxic fan bases, and my overall dislike of the core mechanics of Battlefield 1, it's just been kinda hard to proudly proclaim my love for the series. All of my opinions online have been met with, "You're just a noob, you're just a scrub, you play on console, duh, what the hell, you play Call of Duty, who cares about what you think?" The gameplay in this video isn't the best because I've been kind of being a tryhard in Black Ops 4, and I wanted to just kind of lay back and help my team in little ways in Battlefield 1. One of the reasons I love Battlefield is the variety of ways I can play it, and so for this gameplay, and most of the gameplays here, I'm just not trying. I'm more just, give some health, give some ammo, suppress some enemies at a distance, keep them distracted. Yeah, I'm bad. Throughout 2017, it kind of drove me mad, and in 2018, I just slowly became more ambivalent to the series, only occasionally playing Battlefield 4, Hardline, and 1. And 3. 3 holds up pretty well. I'm not gonna lie, my videos were sensationalist, dramatic, and hyperbolic when it came to Battlefield 1, mostly because of my disdain towards the way the community was treating it, where everybody's feedback was considered just the stupid cryings of noobs. That got old really fast. And also, I just didn't like the way the game played, so a lot of my videos were incredibly negative, incredibly harsh, and I get on people for doing that to Call of Duty and other games, so I really was kind of hypocritical there. Also in the fact that I really just kind of want the feeling that Battlefield 3, 4, and Hardline gave me, that more fun sandbox feeling instead of being more objective team-based oriented, which I know makes me look like a stupid casual, but I always thought Battlefield did a good job of balancing between good quality team-based stuff and also some more goofy sandbox stuff. But apparently now I'm in a minority thinking that, so whatever. But I made fun of Call of Duty players for constantly pining away for Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 2.5. They just want Call of Duty to go back to the way that it was, and if I make fun of them and then complain that Battlefield isn't the way that it was, I'm kind of hypocritical, or at the very least I just look a little bit whiny. So I will look at Battlefield 5 as its own game when it comes out, and I will be playing it. I haven't pre-ordered it, I might just pre-order it the day it's about to come out so I can play it that night and start streaming it. Just so it's installed for the next day and everything. So I'll admit I've been dramatic, I've been a little hypocritical, and that's not totally fair. I will also say though that Battlefield fans have not made it easy for me to want to play fair and be balanced. Battlefield fans have been breathing down my neck throughout my comment sections, Twitter posts, my live streams. They've been the biggest assholes on YouTube. It's been kind of funny to me because everyone's complaining about how toxic Overwatch is, and yet Battlefield is the most irritating thing to me. Battlefield players have been trying to tell me that I'm not man enough to play Battlefield, that Battlefield's too realistic for me, that it's too hardcore and team-based, and I wouldn't get it because I'm just a dumb COD player. And after 2 years of that, you just start to turn your back on the community. I used to think Drifter was a crybaby for leaving the Battlefield franchise behind on his channel because he said the community was just being a giant bag of dicks to him, but now I totally see what the hell he meant. When you're just told that, okay, well you're just bad, that's why you don't like it. Well, you're good, but that's on console, and console's the inferior version, or you play Call of Duty, get the fuck out of Battlefield. It's your kind that's ruining it. It's Xbox players that ruin it. PlayStation players are better, Xbox players are better, PC's better. It's just, no matter what, I couldn't fucking win. And then there was black people and female Russian snipers in Battlefield 1, and then in Battlefield 5 you can actually customize your character, and including the gender, and you could give your character a prosthetic arm, so suddenly everybody can just play as a transgender helicopter? The game's just fucking broken, it's beyond repair, it's awful, I hate it! I don't know, watching kids shit their pants, and even grown men shit their goddamn pants over the ability to play as a woman in Battlefield's multiplayer. Battlefield, yes, the franchise just based in reality. That's why you can't play as a female soldier throughout any of the previous Battlefield games, no matter the time period. I mean, the Battlefield players that are upset that this is going to misrepresent history because the multiplayer was totally going to represent history properly in the first place, but either way, it's going to misrepresent history. They are not at all concerned about the previous games misrepresenting the military and women that actually serve. You're talking to someone that had a sister that was in the Air Force. I still have a sister that was in the Air Force. She didn't die. I worded that poorly. My grandfather served in World War II, my father served in Vietnam, and my sister was in the Air Force. But some fat lard on Twitter is mad that feminism's ruining Battlefield's multiplayer. Who the fuck cares? If there's a campaign level where women are on the beaches of Normandy storming up the hill, let me know. Until then, don't wake me. So the Battlefield community has been toxic, hyperbolic, super sensationalist, and just kind of bullshitty. There's only a couple Battlefield YouTubers I can stand watching, and over the last 2 years, it was disappointing to watch YouTubers like Levelcap and Matimio get shit on for every opinion they had about Battlefield 1. And because everybody's opinion, when it came to criticizing Battlefield 1, was immediately shit on or dismissed by the fan base, I guess EA told DICE, don't worry about updating the game, they're happy with it the way it is. Of course, though, the player numbers don't lie. The game slowly started to die, and again, became harder for me to be a Battlefield fan, but luckily, 6 months into the release of Battlefield 1, or I guess you should say the life cycle of Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4 servers started to populate again, and I was even able to find good West Coast servers in Battlefield Hardline. Even Battlefield 3 on the 360 and PC have servers going on. Of course, though, the quality of these games have changed a little bit because usually the people playing them are people that are absolutely terrible who always seem to end up in my squad or on my team, or it's filled with people that have just never stopped playing those games and they are a pain in the ass to go up against just when you're trying to play casually for some gameplay on your small little FPS centered channel. Either way, another thing that kind of kills Battlefield for me, or killed Battlefield for me this last 2 years, was just the fact that my friend stopped playing. My friend that is in love with Battlefield, I got him into Battlefield with Battlefield 3, and he's been in love ever since. And he didn't even play the open beta for Battlefield 5. It would have cost him nothing but a little bit of hard drive space, and he still said nuh-uh. Battlefield 1 really was the fun police, and it kind of makes me sad now. I'm not going to talk about all of the post-launch content and how they weirdly spaced it out or anything. I'm just going to talk about why it's sad for me, because the reason it's sad for me is that Battlefield 1 now is free with gold, so it has an actual player base right now. It has a lot of people trying to get into it. They made the premium pass free throughout October, which I think is kind of lame that it was free throughout October and then the game actually became free on Xbox in November. That was kind of annoying. But either way, now I have a ton of challenges to complete and weapons to unlock, and I don't want any of them because I don't know, it's too little too late. It's like, hey everybody, our new game's about to come out in 2 weeks, but now Battlefield 1 has a player base and it has things you can progress towards and grind for. Isn't that great? It's like, no, it's not. Being a Battlefield fan and player over the last 2 years has been dealing with toxic players, dealing with a toxic community, being told how I should and shouldn't play, what I should and shouldn't want, having Marble Duck make a video on my opinions telling me that I'm one of the casual players that doesn't actually know what I want yet, dwindling player bases on all of the games, even though, like I said, 4 and Hardline and 3 have servers, it's not the same, and you don't get the variety you used to. I hope Battlefield 5 is different, and I hope it does bring me back into the franchise, because Battlefield 1 disappointed me, and the community that blindly supported it or supported it with such gusto that I don't want to be affiliated with it anymore. I don't know, it's all just a little disappointing. Hopefully I don't get another 2 years of being told I'm wrong, or how can you talk about Battlefield 5 when you like Black Ops 4? Or I don't know, blah blah blah, some shit like that. I'm not here to tell the community, the Battlefield community, to clean up their act. I'm just here to say, over the last 2 years, it's been hard for me to be interested. The most vocal parts of the Battlefield player base are kind of elitist, or they have this kind of, this is a game for men kind of attitude, and it's just cringy, and it's frustrating. It's not fun anymore in that respect. So hopefully I find new love with Battlefield 5 and we get to make more content on it. And if I said anything wrong in this video or I misspoke, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you when I see you.
There, first aid. I'll fix those wounds.